Welcome, kings and queens. I am Queen Shiba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television. But most importantly, I hone in on the behavioral and psychological traits of the Black experience. Before I jump in, just a friendly reminder to all of you out there, please remember to click that like and subscribe button as I continue to build my audience and improve my content in this crazy world of YouTube. All right, today we're going to be talking about Monique Samuels. You probably have heard of her from the Real Housewives of Potomac, which is a Bravo television network series. Recently, she's transitioned over to the OWN network and is one of the leading cast members on Love and Marriage DC. So Monique has taken quite a few hits this season. It hasn't been one of her best appearances in reality television. She's known to be questionable in her friendships. It's more obvious now with her joining the OWN network as a cast member. I feel like when she was on Bravo as a cast member with the Real Housewives of Potomac, she was more digestible and likable in many, many ways. I don't know if it's done by design here. They say it's editing. Listen, they can't edit something that you don't say or do. But anywho, last week during the reunion, part 1, Monique immediately came out the box and threw her longtime friend Winter Williams aside, like basically denied having any friendship with her. And it really struck me as odd that she insinuated that they were not friends. I didn't know why, but that red flag was like, that's odd. What, like, they're just coming in and say hello, you're getting your makeup done. It's not even lights, camera, action. And immediately you're setting the stage for we're not friends. We're not that friend. Like, we're not that friendly. I don't know why she would say that, blah, blah, blah. Anywho, before we get into that clip, I want to share an interesting clip that I stumbled across courtesy of DJ Richie Sky, whom I love. Love his content, really good content. Please check out his page. He interviewed Monique's castmate, Arena Tyler. Let's watch.
I did interview because Monique actually also wanted me to be on Housewives of Potomac as well. She wanted me to either come on there as a friend, or
that
one of the housewives.
A very natural fit for you.
Yeah, she was like, she inboxed me one day through my DM. She sent me a DM message. She was like, "You are fabulous. I would like to get to know you. I would like you to be on Potomac. Give it a chance. Da 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 da." And we just kept communicating on DM. And I, tried out for it and, talked to the producers, met with the producers through Zoom, a couple of producers back and forth, and it just didn't work out.
Okay.
So after that, I guess a few months later, or maybe a year later or so, Monique ended up reaching out to me again for Love and Marriage DC. So the way she presented it, she texted me. She said, "Hey girl, you think we want to get back into, try for reality TV again?" And I was like, "Oh, here we go, Monique."
All right, so that seems totally innocent. You don't really think much of it in a negative way. Actually, on the outside looking in, it's quite admirable that a wealthy woman like Monique is willing to give another woman a chance and pull her up and invite her on the show to, create somewhat of stardom and a platform for herself. I thought the same thing until I watched this. Check it out.
You are just giving Egyptian, Nubian princess. It's our first reunion!
I'm excited. Yeah.
Are you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Do you have a lot to say today?
Depending on what you ask.
Obviously, there's a lot to talk about with the Sillas, with the Tylers, and Winter's here too.
Yeah, I reached out to her to see how she was doing, as I always do. Winter never texts me. She never reaches out to me first unless it's about contracts or about the show. So that's why I was so confused as to why the whole season she was trying to paint a picture like we were BFFs. Just because we've known each other for 15, 16 years doesn't make us friends like that.
Monique, you a damn lie. You are a bold-faced liar. No one reaches out to you first. You reach out to everybody. You pay to play. You're paying for friendships. You're reaching out to random women on Instagram and offering them an opportunity to come on shows, telling them how beautiful they are. You would love to get to know them. And that's fine, right? If that's how you roll. But the problem is you expect loyalty in return. And you set up this very controlling and manipulative platform that these women are, they have to be tied to you, committed to you. It's kind of creepy, if you ask me. Okay? It's creepy. Bring your own friends on the show, unless you think less of them. Okay? But you want to be in the in crowd. So what you do is you reach out to random women who you think are beautiful, but you try to make Winter seem like she was using you. That was probably one of your only, if not one of the few friends that you have. You said that y'all were been friends for 15, 16 years, but not friends like that. Well, what the hell do you call it? Anywho, you try to use that lady as a scapegoat of the show because you knew she didn't have a husband or anyone to back her up. And y'all came at that lady all season about not having a man or picking the wrong man or failed relationships. And that's your go-to, because that's the same thing you did with Giselle Bryant when you attacked her for not being married, not having a man, and all of that, right? And maybe she gave you a little fire, so you met fire with fire. But that was uncalled for in this situation. That girl thought you were a friend and you turned on her. You a bold-faced liar. Now we all know no one reaches out to you. We know what you do. You pay for friends. And hey, that's fine because you can afford it. But let's just be clear. You pay for friends. And it's women like you that keeps us disjointed and mistrusting of each other as Black women. You use your money to establish dominance and control. And when folks aren't willing to fall in line, you plot. You turn on them. You tell their secrets. You expose them for just shit that normal people go through, right? You underestimated William, and you ended up getting embarrassed because she ended up being the light, the vein, the heartbeat of the show. And you said it yourself. You didn't get the attention that you thought you deserved or that you would or that you were promised. You were overshadowed. My granny used to say all the time, what goes on in the dark will come to light.